Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. So today's video is about Pitru Dosha. Why this topic we are taking right now? Because next month, 7th September, Pitru Paksha is starting, and this Pitru Paksha is the one of the rarest Pitru Paksha. Why? Akashji will tell you how it will impact all of you and what we can do and how we can identify that we are into Pitru Dosha or not. Your chart will tell everything. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. However, all the family members are watching from whichever part of the world. So, very important video about Pitru Paksh, Pitra Dosh. First, let's understand what is Pitra Dosh. So, we will understand what is Pitru Paksh. I will give you all the details, very quick video, so that you will not spend too much time on it. Now, in Jyotisha, Pitra Dosh signals unsolved karmas or debts connected to ancestors. Most visibly, the father's line, that is ninth houses in the house, in the any sign considered the lineage, the area related to father. But sometimes the family line as whole, that is the second house, and maternal line also, fourth house. Because see, the combination happens, three houses only are the main. In fact, fifth house also is a very important house, but I will come to that. All the part of this stuff. Now here, it is not one single yoga. It is inferred when multiple ancestral indicators are simultaneously weakened, afflicted, echoed in divisional charts also. So especially D12, the Dvadavamsha chart for parents, and D9, Navamsha for dharma. So Rohitji, if, for example, you have Sun and Rahu in your Lagna, but you don't have Sun and Rahu together in your Navamsha, but you have Sun and Rahu in your D12 together. So that means majority, depending on the combination like Sun Rahus, Moon Rahu, etc., we will see that okay, this is an indicator of Pitra Dosh. It still does not mean, unless until your chart is very nicely seen by a learned astrologer, that okay, is it really something like that or not, then you will be able to identify Pitra Dosha or no. Now, there are few methods to judge very quickly. Now, primary significators is Sun, the ninth house, and the Lord of the ninth house. Also, second house, that is lineage. Fifth house, that is Bhavat Bhavam of the ninth. Ninth from the ninth is the fifth house, Rohitji. This is past life. Even Ketu, past life, Saturn, debts, Rahu, unfulfilled desires, Moon, fourth, maternal line. So, Moon, Rahu, Saturn, Sun, and Moon, Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Sun. These five people are very closely associated with Pitra Dosha, and sometimes, Rohitji, Mars also has a role here, depending on what kind of Pitra Dosha are we identifying. Severity rises when the relevant houses and its lord and the Karaka are weak, debilitated, combust, retrograde, malefic, hemmed. Afflicted by malefics, Rohitji, and lack benefic aspects. The pattern repeats in D9, D12. I will show you one chart, Rohitji, which you will see that it's a chart of a world leader. And before I move into this current scenario, I will show you the chart of a world leader, Donald Trump, and I will show you how Pitra Dosh is affecting all his houses, all his places. Okay. Now here, these kind of events or even Pitra Dosha is there, and if you're not going through the Mahadasha of these afflicted planets, there is nothing you will see. But when you are in the Dasha of Sun, ninth house lord, Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, then that is the period that you will see that, oh my god, what, everything was going so fine, what suddenly happened? This is what exactly is Pitra Dosh. The Pitra Dosh can do few things. Now, common combinations that point to Pitra Dosh, one alone is rarely enough. Okay, so very careful. If someone is saying, looking at your sun and moon together, you're born in Amavasya, you have Pitra Dosh. No, this is wrong. This is wrong way of looking at it. You have to go into divisional charts. You have to go into other aspects also. That what if moon is in Taurus and Rahu is in Taurus together? That means both are exalted at the same time. Does it got Pitra Dosh? Never. It cancels your Pitra Dosh. So we have to be very careful about how we are looking at that place. Here, Sun, if conjunct with Rahu or Ketu, this is called Grahana Yoga, especially in Lagna, in your ninth house, in your second house, in your fourth house, then it can indicate Pitra Dosh. Sun very heavily affected by Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, or Papa Kartari Yoga, and the ninth house lord also weak, then there is possibility of Pitra Dosh. See, ninth house lord has to play the major role in Pitra Dosh. Fifth house lord, ninth house lord, and also the ascendant lagna lord has to play a very important role. If they are afflicted in some way or the other, then there is a possibility of Pitra Dosh. Ketu, sorry, Rahu in the ninth with the ninth lord, debilitated, combust, or placed in 6, 8, 12 without benefic relief. My wife Rohitji, Zenith. I will show you the chart right now because you need examples, right? I will show you the chart so that there is examples also. We cannot work without examples. Examples will give us clear idea of what we are talking. Now here I will show you. I will share the screen. Share screen. Here we go. Here we go. Here. So I will show you what is happening. If you see the ninth house, Rahu is placed in the ninth house. Exactly the pointer that I was talking right now. Rahu is placed in the ninth house. Ninth house is the house of lineages, and the Lagna Lord is in the eighth house. This is a proper case of Pitra Dosh. Proper case of Pitra Dosh. So now, when you want to identify, now let's go to the divisional chart D9 Navamsha. Roji, here can you see second house, house of lineage, Moon and Ketu are together. What is happening again? Pitra Dosha is there here in the second. So we have one validation from the Lagna. In Lagna, again, indicator Sun and Ketu together. That means it's a very weak indicator because it is in the third house. Third house has nothing to do with your lineages, but we cannot ignore the fact that Ketu is a half part of Rahu and it is sitting in the third house. Now, again, look, this is a proper chart of Pitra Dosh. Now, when we go into divisional activities, okay, we go to the divisional activities and we come to D12 to see and get confirmation that is there any real problem or is it all just over the surface? It is just showing in a one chart. Now, when you look here, the fifth house has Saturn and Moon together. Again, Shrapit Yoga, Visha Yoga, it is a complete, and in the house of your lineage. That means this is a proper chart example for Pitra Dosh. So, Roji, whenever you will see any of these combinations, that is the only time that Pitra Dosh will be there for you. Understand? Roji, any questions?
When you talked about third house and connection with Pitras, then I was thinking, then, I always think that every house works on axis. So because third house is on the axis of 3, 9, and 9 is a Pitra, so I think there is an impact on third house as well.
Right and wrong, Rohitji, both. See, third house is the house of siblings and your current neighbors and the people that has come after your birth. Fifth house is before the birth only. Purva Punya. Ninth house is before the birth, father. Fourth house is before the birth, mother. Second house is before the birth, your paternal, your maternal, everyone, all the family members. And Lagna is yourself. So if I'm telling you, you have to look at multiple places. It cannot be only one place. Oh, you have this and this together, you have Pitra Dosh. It will show you multiple indications in different charts. And like we saw, I give you common example in my house only, right? Pitra Dosh is there. And this is the exact. If Rahu is in the ninth, Rahu was in the ninth. With the ninth house lord, it is not there. Ninth house lord is debilitated, combust, or placed in 6, 8, and 12 without benefic aspect. What is this? Pitra Dosh. Her ninth house lord is sitting in the 10th house, but her Lagna lord is sitting in the 8th house. So ho gaya na, problem aa gaya. That is how we see. Now, Ketu in the ninth house with malefic aspects and a weakened ninth house lord, ancestral reunification or severe severance themes are seen here. Okay. Shrapit Yoga, Saturn plus Rahu, influencing Lagna, second, ninth, 10th,
Then,
or strongly aspecting the sun, ninth house, is also Pitra Dosh. And every Pitra Dosh has a different intensity. The biggest intensity is in the ninth house. The most less intensity is in the fifth house. The reason is because fifth house is bhagya. That means there is an indication there. It is in your past life that you have done something wrong, which can create some problem right now, but it can be easily taken care of. Now here, if you see ninth house hemmed by malefics or receiving only malefic aspects, while Jupiter, Venus, Mercury don't cancel there, you put a benefic planet does not put any aspect, then that is also considered Pitra Dosha. Ninth house lord in Dushtana, 6, 8, 12, and simultaneously combust, retrograde, defeated in dignity, again tells Pitra Dosh. Sun in Libra, Nietzsche, right? Debilitation and aspected by malefic or unsupported by benefics, Nietzsche Bhanga. This is also a point when Sun and Saturn are together. This is also a point of Pitra Dosha, and that is related to your now here also we can find out, Rohitji. If moon is involved in making a Pitra Dosha, the Pitra Dosha is coming from the lineage of the mothers. If sun is creating a Pitra Dosha, it is coming from the lineage of father. And basically, because of this, the questions related to the natives' family, father side of life and mother side of life is asked to understand that where exactly is the problem coming from. They will say, my mother's family is very wealthy and everything, and my father's family is this. That means you will understand the pattern here is related to Sun and Rahu together. The pattern here is related to Sun and Ketu, Sun and Moon together, maybe an Amavasya that is creating problem from the mother's lineage. So we can see according to the chart where and how it is happening. Now here, second house. If second house lord is afflicted, especially with Rahu and Ketu, alongside number one house, number three house, like I showed you, number three, showing family line debt. This means that the family was in debt last time, and you have come here to give their debt away. That's why you will always be spending only. You will never be receiving something. You'll always be here to. I have a very good case study. I have a person whose father took some very big loan on the house they live, and he passed away, unfortunately. Now he's paying the loan. He said, I never ever took the business loan. I don't even know what the hell is. I was 16-year-old when my father passed away. I had to start working early, and I'm now still paying the loan. This is what is this Pitra Dosha. Father's debt is now carried forward by son. Fifth house lord, fifth lord, Bhavat Bhavam of ninth, afflicted, tying ancestral karma to progeny merit. Such people may have delay in childbirth or challenges related to that area as well. Sometimes even doing one small remedy like putting a diya with the til tailam, with putting sesame seeds, putting it outside your house removes this problem. We need to identify the problem. When we go to a doctor, what he does, he tells, okay, my stomach is paining. Okay, he said, okay, I will write an CT scan. Why? He wants to identify the problem, where it is coming from. Then he will give you specific medicine for that area of your life. Same way Pitta Dosha is also happening. Same way. Ketu in Lagna, fifth house, ninth house with weak sun. Ninth lord and afflicted D12 karmic ancestry imprint is very strong. That is also Pitra Dosha. Now, this is what advanced concepts of astrology. I know general people will not be able to understand, because what happens, which is I have this, I will by heart that this is what it is, this is what it is. But for many people who are starting new, may find it very difficult. That's why I write down everything, so that at least I'm speaking, you don't understand, you listen, read this and understand, okay, how I have to look at it. Moon in the fourth house, afflicted, plus ninth affliction. Ninth house affliction often shows maternal line karmas overlaying Pitru themes. Okay, Sun and ninth lord in 6, 8, or 2 second, relationship, both under malefic pressure, can also indicate Pitra Dosha. D12 confirmation. Now, Sun ninth or their counterparts in D12 debilitated, afflicted, similar patterns in D9 also tells Pitra Dosha and confirms Pitra Dosha. So don't go on only one chart. You have to see three charts: D1, D9, and D12, because Pitra Dosha is coming from a lineage, from your parents, from their parents. So you have to see D12, otherwise you are missing out on everything. Eclipses birth, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, where the sun moon are also tie into ninth, second, fifth afflictions, is also a problem of Pitra Dosha. And those people who will be born on 2nd and on 21st may have these combinations, because Rahu and sun and Rahu and moon and sun and Ketu and moon will be together this time. So there is possibility of Pitra Dosh births happening here. Now, Rohitji, typical life themes when strong. Watch for cluster and timings. You will understand. Frictional with father, parental elders, dispute over inheritance, ancestral property is this common cause of Pitra Dosha. Repeating obstacles in education, career, dharma, wandering or delayed direction. Sometimes you are very capable. You have all the ability, but you're not getting, you're wandering. Delayed direction, you don't know where to go, can be an indication of Pitra Dosha. Struggling around child, lineage continuity, fifth house access one, miscarriages, delays, context dependent. There are so many things it depends on, but that is also a possibility of Pitra Dosha. If you have any malefic in the fifth house and aspected by a malefic, then there is possibility of 99% Pitra Dosha for you, and that can create challenges in childbirth. Even if you have Saturn in this fifth house and by chance a benefic is aspecting, your Pitra Dosh cancels. If Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury looks at the Shrapit place, that means place where Sun and Moon are together, place where Sun and Rahu are together, the Pitra Dosh is not there in your chart. It may indicate some obstacles there, but Pitra Dosh is not there. Pitra Dosh is a very heavy word, not a very small word. Now, family unity issues sometimes it happens like sudden reversals or nearly there opportunities that, okay, I just wanted to get it. I was supposed to get it. I did not get it. Blocked, especially in Sun, Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, or ninth house Lord Dashas, then that is a Pitra Dosh. Sometimes we say ninth house Mahadasha is coming now, your destiny is going to rise, and nothing is working, everything is going haywire. Figure out if there is any malefic there. Is there any malefic influence there? Are they causing? And we have to just treat them. Simple. Treat them. You have a throat pain, you will not treat your leg, you will treat your throat. Right? Same way, you see the planet, you do the remedy, it suddenly gives you very good results. But the identification point is the main point. What it is not. A single automatic curse. Remember this. One affliction does not make Pitra Dosha. Many people make money on this. Oh, Sun and Rahu are together, aspected by Jupiter. Oh, they have Pitra Dosha. I will do one puja for you, and you will. Pujas are important. Without, homam, the point is that Agni is the most purest part in this world. When homam happens, when you put the samagri, the Havan samagri into it, that is called the food of gods. So there is a layer between you and God, and Lord Agni, that means fire god, has the power to, communicate between you and the other realms. That means the Pitralok, the Devalok, the Rakshas Lok, the Preta Lok, everything. That is why if you see tantrics, if you see priest, everything, what is happening? All the time they're putting the Havan Samagri into the sacred fire, because this is a transfer from your side to the different side where fire can take a message that, okay, there is someone who's trying to invoke you. That's why homam is very important. In fact, if you have Pitra Dosha during this Pitra Paksh, our sister is absolutely devoted towards a lot of homam also. So if you are not in India, if you are not having any access to it, contact the team in the description. We will be able to help you. Why not? The only thing that is required is tithis. Tithis means that when did any kind of mishap happen in your life, like a passing of a relative or something, like passing of a close relative. Secondly, we will have to identify the chart first and identify where the Pitra Dosh is, what kind of Pitra Dosh you have. So many things. I think I will be announcing a 10-minute appointment just for Pitra Dosh immediately, because 7th till 21st is when the Pitra Dosh remedy can be done. So for that, you keep your eyes very open. Now, gentle remedy, those who cannot do any pujas or anything. But unless and until the homam is done, transfer is not happening. Shraddha Tarpana. During Pitra Paksh, Til Tarpana, black sesame with water on Amavasya, is what is supposed to be done. Surya Arga at sunrise, Aditya Hriday Stotram, Gayatri Mantra Jap, Mahamrityunjay Mantra for protection during this time. Feeding and serving crows. Crow has a very important story here. Crow is the element of Yamraj as well as element of Saturn. Now, when we look at the Saturn sloka, Saturn is described as Nilanjamam Samabhasam Raviputram Yamagrajam. Yamagrajam. Chaya Martanda Sambhutam Tam Namame Shanishwaram. Yam and Saturn are absolutely connected and they're brothers. And Saturn, or we can say Yama, has the access to even the afterlife. That means Pitra Lok also. That's why crows are fed in India. It's a very, very old tradition that give food to crows, because they have they have a boon to go into the afterlife and come back from there. They can go into Surya Lok also. They can go into Mrityu Lok also. They can go into Patala Lok also. Everywhere a crow can go. That is what is the belief. And cows, obviously, because cows are sacred animals, they are in India, they're considered gods themselves. That is why cows are also given very big importance, very high importance. But in the Pitra Paksh, crows are given the number one importance. It is the time that you offer food and charity on Amavasya and Father's Tithi or birthday. If you have Father's birthday, then also you donate Tulya Danam. Tulya Danam means you make the weight of this person in your food and whatever it is, and you do a donation. That is the kind of thing that is supposed to be happening here. Also, Since we are in Western countries, we will not see people tree. People tree is a certain kind of a tree which is supposed to be very sacred, and Alakshmi stays there. This is a very good story, Rohitji. Do you know about it? So why people trace worship so much? When Lakshmi got angry, because of some problem, she went and she sat down in the shade of a people tree, and that is where Mahalakshmi came and said, "Why do you do this?" She said, "I am not going to come from here." So she said, "Okay, since you are here, I will come and visit you every day." In the evening, Sandhya Kalam, I will come and visit you every day because you are my sister. I cannot leave you like this. That is why people tree is so much in demand, and people tree people pray because Mahalakshmi comes there every evening to meet a Lakshmi. When you go into the Vedic Puranas and stories, you will get goosebumps saying that, oh my god, this is from childhood we are going to people tree and putting water, putting some sweets. Why? Because Mahalakshmi is going to come in the evening. That is how it is. Also, in worship, offer water to people tree if possible, or if you have any old tree in your place, you put water into that also. That is okay. You have to have that bhavna and support education, health of the needy in ancestors' name. That is also a good option. Now, Pitra Paksh this year runs Sunday, September 7th till Sunday, 21st of September 2025, ending on Sarva Pitru Amavasya. This is a very important day. If you don't know any tithi, like when did your parents pass away, what happened, what is not, nothing is known, then this 21st of September is the day to do every ritual possible. And if you try to find a Pandit, the Kriya Karma Pandit Purohit during this time, you will not find him because they are so damn busy minute to minute. But we are hiring one for ourselves, like for everyone, if they want to do any puja, because there are so many people who want to do it. We will be able to help you. Those who are in India, those who are in these countries, it's absolutely accessible. But those who are in foreign countries, like someone sitting in Denver, Colorado, how will he do Pitra Puja there? He will have to give sankalpa, right? For that we are helping them. The fortnight opens with a total lunar eclipse on 7th September with the moon in Aquarius, Kumbha, and sun in Simha. The classic Surya Shani, father son axis. So remember, this is not a small, it's 18 years later. This is happening. This is happening. Father son axis, where the eclipse is going to happen. So, how does Pitra Dosh comes through lineages? So it is very important. Amavasya will be happening on 21st of September. That is the day moon will be in Simha Leo all the time. And that is where the Pitra Paksh ends. That means, what is Pitra Paksh? In a simple way, if you understand, there is a portal of Pitra Lok that opens, there is a gate that opens here. And all the Pitras, all the ancestors who did not get proper mukti, or who are still there, like still there waiting for their chance to get a rebirth, they come out and they see, okay, what is happening with my lineage, my cells, my DNA, where are they, what are they doing? And you know if you don't recognize your DNA, your lineage, the place where you came from millions of years ago, the DNA that we carry is coming from millions of years ago, generation to generation. Every time it is passing to some place or the other. So, and who is connected to this? Your lineage, your pitras, your ancestors. They come through this portal, they see. And on the day of Sarva Pitra Amavasya, this is the last day that they are here. Then the portal closes, everyone goes back. And, then if remedies are done between this time, then they are happy, they are nice. Obviously, when you acknowledge unknowingly, knowingly that these people are the one who contributed in my life, today I am here because of my ancestors. I pray to them, I thank them. Will they not become happy? Simple as it is. This year, Pitru Paksh is exceptionally rare. It opens with an eclipse and concludes with an eclipse, a powerful fortnight framed by shadow and light. In such a window, ancestral current will surface strongly, making it very ideal time to heal lineage patterns, especially those indicated as Pitra Dosh. So, very importantly, if you have any idea about it, good. Otherwise, contact the team. We will be able to guide you about your chart, if it is there or not. First of all, you should be worried or not. But whatsoever, please pray to your Pitras during this time. Please pray to your Pitras. This is going to be life changing. Sometimes very like remedies which are you're spending like thousands and thousands of dollars will not help you. But one small like $5 remedy of putting one small lamp with four-sided, you know, cotton, putting til tailam, that means sesame oil, into it and lighting it and saying Om Pitraya Namaha is more than enough. With tailored rituals during this date, focus Shraddha. It is called Shraddha of your family tithis. Daily Til Tarpana, sunrise arghya to the sun, feeding crows, sesame oil diya on Saturdays, charity in the name of your ancestors, names and steady japa. Aditya Hriday Stotram, Gayatri Mantra, Mahamrityunjay Mantra. You can meaningfully mitigate ancestral afflictions or soften their effects when they are severe. A comparable eclipse to eclipse, Pitra Paksh, was last noted 2006, underscoring how uncommon and potent this cycle is. So do not let this time go. Very important, very powerful time. Please make the best of it. Rohiji, you want to tell something?
Actually, today very important thing you told that if there is a Pitru Dosha, I have a Moon Ketu conjunction in the Lagna, and but I have a Jupiter aspect also there, fifth aspect.
Exactly. Now, this happens at fifth aspect. That means Purva Punya. If you have this condition, can I show your chart, Rohiji, on the screen?
We can only discuss.
Okay. ठीक है. I am very open to it. क्या है, कौन मेरा क्या कर लेगा? But anyways, the thing is that if that is the case and Jupiter's aspect, that there is no Pitra dosha, but still we want to take no chance. There are 144 principles of any other birth chart. In this case, 99% you don't have any affliction, but still we want to be careful about it. We don't want to make sure if Saturn and Sun are together by any chance, then Pitra dosha is there in your chart. Are Saturn and Sun together,
Saturn and Sun, no.
aspecting each other?
Saturn and Sun, no.
Then you are safe. Then nothing is there. Chill, enjoy. But still, in the Shraddha, perform Shraddhas, at least generations that is supposed to be coming should not get Pitra Dosha. So just pray to them. That is what I suggest.
And this Pitru Paksh, as we were discussing off here, also that very important because no starting from Grahan, ending from Grahan. So I think I don't know why I have such vibrations during this Pitru Paksh that so many things happening together. One, this Pitru Paksh starting from Grahan, ending with Grahan. Secondly, Jupiter Atichari. You told that Jupiter in these 3-4 months traveled 22° already. So and Saturn retrograde, which is again you connected Crow with Pitras, and Crow is Vahana of Shanidev also. So many things happening together, and that's why I'm thinking that something special Pitras want to give you. They will come on the earth 7th September. You welcome them in very warm way with the diya on your door. Yes, everything is happening. The only thing is people are ignorant about this thing. Pitras are coming and they are still busy in the parties, this and that, and they say no. They make these things as a vehem that in Pitra Paksha we do not buy anything. This you have to go into logic. Why we are doing this? That only 16 days whenever Purvaj, our ancestors are coming on the earth, welcome them and say them thank you for the beautiful parents you given me, for the beautiful house you given me. Somebody is asking that what is this Pitru Dosh? Pitru Dosh is like if some ancestors had done something wrong or loan is there, you have to repay that in the form of your karma. Why I should do this? What I have done wrong? Tell me. If you are enjoying their property, if you can enjoy their jewelry, if you are enjoying their money, then why can't you take their doshas? This is also coming to you. So
100%.
logically people can't think they can enjoy the ancestral property, but they cannot take the dosha of pitras, and they don't want to do anything. Bhagirath bring Ganga from heaven here on the earth to just delete the pitra doshas. But that's why I'm saying that please don't go into vaham thing, but logically these 16 days are very important. Those who have parents, very good, let your parents do for your grandparents. But if you don't have parents, then do this tarpana thing with which Akash ji told you. And puja is very important, because this puja ritual, as you told, that whatever we put in the agni, in fire, that directly goes to the devtas, that directly. And Akash ji, after this dharti lok, first lok is a pitr lok.
Pitra Lok, yes.
Pitr lok. So whatever file you are sending, God, I want this, I want this, first that file will reach the pitr lok. If pitras will sign this, okay, we accept, then it will go to the final destination. Otherwise your file will be somebody put on the rack on the hold, because you are not obeying your pitras or not taking care of them. They are also connected with us. And I told you one more thing. I don't know, because I have this, my Lagnesh here in the ninth house. I always think I am connected to my pitras, my purvas. I don't
Everyone
know.
is connected to their
I never,
purvas, Rohitji. We
I
just
never,
don't know about it. How
I
can
never,
you?
I never seen my Nanaji. I never seen my Dadaji. But I always feel the blessing of them, because pitras always see that in my lineage, who is that person who is doing some good deeds, who is that who can take the things better for the lineage. So they always try to help you. They are always around you, your pitras. So maybe my some pitras around me, and they are motivating me and guiding me to speak all these things. So I request all of you to these 16 days do very good all rituals in the Pitru Paksh. That is what I can say about this.
Honestly, Rohitji, let's hope for the best. Our, according to my pitras, according to everything, my rising is in Magha Nakshatra. So my my rising is happening in Magha Nakshatra. So it is Pitra oriented. Right? Pitras are the lord of me, for everything. And this was a need of the hour. I don't care about what anyone thinks, but this video was supposed to be made. Even 1% gets any benefit from this, my Pitras will be happy that okay,
Yes,
my lineage is going and doing something nice. So I
yes,
don't care about what other people think, but let's spread all the Sanatani principles in the world so that people can get into alignment, right alignment in their life.
yes,
And we are not talking anything nonsense. Those people who may think that this is nonsense, they can leave here. We don't care about them. But the thing is that if you see, we have forgotten what is the past. We cannot forget it. We should always remember. And we are not saying you give your life away. We are just saying that Haj Prathna. Thank you so much for bringing my family to here, bringing their family to here. And who are Pitras? Pitras is coming from Brahma only, right? From the
and Akashi, one very interesting thing. We will connect here. Maybe Pitras giving that power to speak today. The kids we have in our life, who are they are also our pitras. Again and again we are coming to each other's family in some way or another way. They have served us, now we are serving, then again they. So this is a chain what is coming on. So your kids are also like your pitras in somehow. I don't know, because these days I am listening so many videos, reading so many things. This is interesting thing. One told that when Saul has to take birth, they choose their own parents, that in which family I wish to go. So I don't know how much correct this is, but I can correlate this thing that maybe Saul has a choice according to, yes, you have this part of good karma, this is bad karma, these are the 4, 5, 7 parents
options.
where you want to go, options where you want to go. So this is very interesting. These days, this is
My
a
daughter, birth into Magha Nakshatra Ashwini, Magha Nakshatra, and my daughter is birth into Punarvasu Nakshatra, Pitra. How can Punarvasu Nakshatra be not Pitra?
repeating pattern, Punarvasu.
Pitra. So, and the common factor of Punarvasu Nakshatra is they have a mark on their back. They are they are the अंदाज अपना अपना का तेजा मार्क इधर है
और किधर है?
मार्क
And
इधर है
one thing, all these things what we are discussing, there are lots of podcast on this birth system and everything. So
Hmm.
these things are in domain. We are just making our own sense into this thing according to astrology. Yes, astrology believes in punarjanam. We believe in rebirth.
If we don't believe in rebirth, then astrology of no use.
Of no, then what is the use?
Then there is
Then
no
why
Punya.
why poor punya or poor pap karam? What we are doing here? Why one person is in Audi car and one person is on cycle? One person have all food to eat, one person has nothing. God has no enmity with anyone, only your karmas, and this karma is from previous birth.
Luigi Arnold Schwarzenegger, Arnold, the guy bodybuilder who's a very big star, also he said, and Jim Carrey also said that there are thousands of people who are more better than me, better, good
Yes,
looking,
yes,
better,
yes.
powerful, but they don't have the destiny that I have. That is exactly you should have gratitude towards God. Ki, hey, Bhagwan, you have given me such nice destiny.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. So the problem is that we have forgotten gratitude. We think that we are making the decisions. We are no one to make decisions. Decisions is all made by that person. We are just for Katputli.
Very beautiful point you told. We are not making decisions. We are only here to react on what is happening. See, if somebody is supposed to slap me, he or she will slap. My karma is how I want to react. I have to slap, I have to say, okay, I forgive you. So we are here only for the reactions, and these reactions make our further karma, which is good or bad, in that is in the form of reaction. So everything is about to destiny. The only thing, when I was coming from temple in morning, one person met me and we were discussing something randomly like this. Then I told him, he said that you do astrology, really something changes? I say yes, why not? He was in bank, he's in bank, and I told, suppose you are in particular ABC bank and you are manager there, and you are very good friend of me, I have some loans of 30, 40, 50,000 rupees and penalties and something like this. I will come to you, say, oh Rohit ji, this is your account, okay, I will do the mail and I have waivers, and this 40,000 convert into 4,000, you say this 4,000 now you can pay. So event is about to happen, but that big mountain will become little, that small piece. So event will happen, about to accident, car will go like this, touching you little. So
From
this is
Donald Trump, the bullet hit his ear and went. It could have gone in the brain also. Event was supposed to happen,
even
but
my
yeah,
God,
protection is also there. My God.
protection is also there, and the first layer of protection again,
Hector.
Pitrulok. First layer is
Sure. Anyways, Rohitji, thank you. Very nice. We can keep talking after the video. All the best.
okay.
Let's see how it goes for all the people. Thank you so much. Do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp in the description if you want to have any personal appointments, and all the best. Thank you. Take care.
Jai Shri,
Jai
Jai
Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Malakshmi. Om Pitraya Namaha.
Shri.